Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my life of this. Yes, I'm stuck at home. I've been at home for about a month now. So I made it a month. Yeah. I wish that I could be like, oh, I'm suffering so much. I am a person who suffers from social anxiety. I spend a lot of time by myself and alone anyways. And the truth is I don't normally get out much. Well, I haven't been getting out much in the last several years because I've been broke and I've been trying to save money and trying to right myself financially, which I'm really happy that I'm finally making good progress. And by the end of this year, hopefully, I will be out of credit card debt, and then I'll only have a few thousand on my student loans, maybe something like that. So that's exciting news. So I wish I could say that this has been really hard for me. The truth is life is just hard for me anyways. But it's hard for everyone, I think, to some degree. Superficial or real, whatever your lifestyle is. But I will say that it's normal, even if you are a person who doesn't get out very much, to suffer from any kind of low time or depression like symptoms. My first week was pretty good. I was pretty upbeat. I was like, I'm gonna have time and to really, because I started feeling pretty good, with the money that I'm making, to kind of like rebuild, some good routine behaviors, habits, whatever you want to call them. I have my own opinions about all of these things. But after about a week of what I would call moderate success, I did fall into a bit of a depression, a couple of weeks. My depression is chronic. I just have depression, but I'm okay because it's, life. And I just told you that I've been living really, not living. It all makes sense. So what I think is important is to remember like why you choose to do certain things and why you're not choosing to do other things, and to really listen to your needs in the moment and not to be judgmental on yourself. A lot of people are very judgmental of me. It does not help me at all. I have my own opinions. This is a different topic, but if you want to hear my thoughts on that, let me know. But I think it's extremely important to listen to yourself and to find the people who would allow you to live however it is that you want to live without feeling the need to comment like it's wrong or you need to change or something like that. That's extremely important. But it is also really important to challenge yourself. So you're the person who should be challenging yourself. You're the person who should be questioning what you're doing. So if you are depressed, if you've been feeling low, if you're not doing activities the way that you would think that you would want to or you wanted to begin with, it's not too late to begin making different decisions. You have to be very patient with yourself, and you have to be very loving with yourself, and you really have to find the whys of why you're doing what you're doing. And this is how I deal with my depression. It is chronic. I'm not sure if it will ever 100% go away, just due to life. But I just wanted to share that because that's how I've been able to kind of get over humps. I'm also not overly critical of the style that I'm living, so I don't really care to make my bed, and I don't really care to make sure that I'm eating healthy. I just make sure that I'm eating. I also am trying to make sure that I get out and I go for walks every day. I'm getting better. Last month was terrible. I'm going to be honest. This month is better than last month so far. So don't give up on yourself. Allow yourself to mourn, to grieve, whatever it is that you're mourning or whatever it is that you're grieving. If you're feeling low, you can sink into it. Just make sure that you're conscious. Make sure that you're not just letting go. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself and making sure that you're not neglecting those around you. So if you do live with other people, make sure that you're not neglecting people. I'm a person who's been pretty neglected a lot in my life just by people around me. And it is damaging. So just make sure that you are showing attention to the people who you are living near. If somebody does call and check on you, don't ignore their calls. Don't ignore their texts. Don't ignore their DMs or whatnot. If someone is sending you a message, you are on their mind, and it is much easier to pick up that call or to reply to that text immediately than to wait. I don't play games. I don't know why people would play games. It's an immature behavior in my opinion to play games, to wait. You don't want to seem too eager, or you're not doing anything. No, if you're not feeling well, that's the best thing to do. Someone's calling you, just answer it. If you don't feel like talking for a long period of time, just say hi, thanks for calling me, see what's going on in their life. If someone's asking you what's going on with you, a lot of people in my life have asked me, what's going on with you, and I'm a big talker. I talk a lot, and so a lot of people are very used to me oversharing, and I don't overshare because I'm looking for validation. I think people get irritated, and people also take it for granted. So I'm really trying to change these behaviors. But I'm not changing these behaviors to seem more important or busy or more likable or more interesting for other people. I'm doing it really for my mental health and for my personal development and to the person who I want to be. Because I am still kind of in my little cocoon, and I'm still, like I said, I'm getting out of debt. I'm learning hard lessons. I've learned hard lessons. A lot of people look at me in real life, and they just have a picture of who I am. They don't know my background. They don't know where I come from. They don't know anything about me, and they make a split-second decision, but based on how I talk and the things I share, which, like I said, I just overshare. I share more than what other people normally share, because I'm trying to be friendly. I'm not trying to get people to like me. I'm just trying to be friendly, but people really take it the wrong way, and so that's really why I want to change that. And I'm sharing this to tell you that nobody is perfect. Nobody has the answer, but everybody has something that they can share and hopefully help other people. And I just want to say that if you are feeling low, if you are feeling depressed, it is important to, like I said, be conscious. Don't just allow yourself to sleep all day and never get up. The first thing you should do, if you have been laying in bed for more than a day straight, is get up and go outside. Go check the mail. Just go do that. Make sure that you drink a glass of water, and then you can go lay back down. Try to do something like that, because it gets you out of the house. It gets you, and do this during the day, so when the sun is shining, preferably. And make sure you drink some water because you need to be hydrated. These behaviors for me made a lot of difference, and it also helps get your body moving. I am very out of shape. A lot of people don't understand it because they think that your problem is like their problem. So a lot of people have advice and stuff like that. If people are just giving you unsolicited advice when you're sharing these issues, they're probably not there for you. They're there for them. And so, like I said, that's a different topic. But I just really want to give a message of hope for anybody who is feeling a little low or a little depressed. If they're like nitpicking and they're saying that they're not perfect or they do this wrong or this wrong or this wrong, everybody does something wrong. Even the people who look like they have it all together, they go home and they beat themselves up about something. So it's just really important to focus on yourself and make sure that you're as healthy as possible, not to neglect or be mean to the people around you. I'm not saying you need to be super nice, but I'm just saying be kind, be a little compassionate, give some people some time and space. Also, don't be totally scared to leave your house. Just be smart and, use proper hygiene. Take a bath every day, shower every day, wash your face a few times a day, wash your hands, every time you're, in between tasks. Just, take care of yourself. I am currently trying to finish this book. I'm going to share it with you. I'm not a big reader. I like reading books. I like the stories. I like the vocabulary. I like it. But I started this book in 2018. This does not mean that this is a bad book. It's actually a pretty interesting book. It's The Girl with All the Gifts. It's just a book that I picked up. I did not know what this book was really about because this is all that it says. I had no idea. It was actually a zombie book, so it's actually pretty interesting. I am almost finished with it. I just have a little bit left, and I really want to get this done. What's today? Friday? Yeah, I really kind of wanted to get it done this week, but I'm not sure if I will because I keep putting it off. Instead, I'm watching Shameless. That's what I'm doing with my time. Tell me what you're doing with your time, and if you've been feeling a little low, and what you do if you are a little depressed and you need to get a little get-go. We are all, in this world together, and there are 7 billion people in the world, and if the people around you, no matter who they are and how long they've been in your life, if they're not supporting you, they're not doing what you need people around you to be doing, there are other people, and you shouldn't be afraid to lose the people who aren't right for you or who aren't ready for you. You can romanticize any situation that you want, but it doesn't make it right. So just take care of yourself. Hopefully we're all going to get back to work in about a month or so. Fingers crossed. And hopefully I'll be getting paid still. We don't know these things. And hopefully I won't have to go get a job at a grocery store because I seriously don't want to be exposed to any more people than I need to be at this time. But I wish everyone well. I hope everyone is feeling good. And I'll see you later. And hopefully out of this self-isolation, sans masks. See ya.